Go.
Hello everybody, my name is Michelle, so I'm from Public Class. Right now, I will tell you about the Golden Boy story. So, what is the Golden Boy story? First of all, I'd like to tell you that there are two sons from Hamilton's family, and then there are one son from the other family. So, three of them, like always go to the holiday together. So even though they're together, they will sit like this next to
Next to each other.
next to each other. So from that, their parents likes to compare three of them. So one of this son feel jealous like that. So that's why let's get started to the story.
Okay.
Every August for 12 years, Chris, the one son, always spent his holiday with his parents on the small town. So they usually rented a small house and they stayed there. So that was near at the beach. So in the morning, they woke up and they walked over to the beach and they went to their umbrella and they sat under the deck chair and read a newspaper like that and sometimes slept. And at the lunchtime, they usually enjoyed the cheese sandwiches that her mother made for them. And on the afternoon, they usually go to the cafe near at the beach. So at that cafe, they usually enjoyed ice cream, while his parents talked to the owner of that cafe. The owner of the cafe is Mr. Morley. Mr. Morley is friendly, I think, because she likes to greet the visitor like good morning, and that the visitor will say like good morning to her. And then Chris' parents and Mr. Morley liked to talk about the weather. So after that, they went home and just that. And usually, Chris liked to spend his time by playing volleyball with the other friend, or he read the book. And when he played the volleyball, he never made friends because he thought that it was boring. So from that, his parents like to compare them with the other side. So every August for 12 years, there are one family who always sat next to their family, Hamilton family. So Hamilton family had two sons. The first one is Richard and Philip. Richard was the same age as Chris, and Philip is 2 years older than Chris. And Richard and Philip were friendlier and then more handsome, and they liked to meet friends with the other. So from that, Chris' parents compare Chris and the one Richard and Philip, like, why cannot you be like Richard and Philip? They are friendly and then they are polite, they are good. Why can't you be like them? And from that, Chris felt jealous like that with Richard and Philip. And then
One
Chris
time.
always heard that sound, like her mom and dad compare him with Richard and Philip every 12 years of that. And Chris thought also that his umbrella, which is white and red umbrella, and then the Richard and Philip one is green one. And Chris think that, of course, Richard and Philip had the best one. And it's always better and always perfect. And one day, perfect Philip and perfect Richard organized like a barbecue party. So at the party, Richard and Philip will cook with everyone. They cooked barbecue chicken and then hamburger, and they prepare like a watermelon. And at the party also, Chris' parents thought that that party was wonderful. And the party also, Richard and Philip invited Mrs. Moffat. Mr. Moffat. I think Mr. Moffat was mysterious because nobody knows her. But Chris' parents said that she was a rich woman because she wear like a large hat and then her sunglasses and a gold necklace, so she looked luxurious like that. And usually they visited the beach, and then she directly went to her umbrella, and then she read the magazine, and just that she didn't like to swim. And at the party she ate like 3 plates. And I think the plot twist is Chris prepared like a bad plan for Richard and Philip party. So after Mr. Moffat ate the hamburger and then the chicken, she went to the umbrella, and then she was tired and she slept. And then she suddenly shouted and screamed like, my bag, where's my bag? And everybody was shocked at the time because there was no thief here and there was no stranger who take that bag. And everybody started to look for that bag. And Chris' father found that bag under the green umbrella and under the dark chair, which is it was Richard and Philip's umbrella. After that, everybody started to look at Richard and Philip. Even though Richard and Philip shocked also because they did nothing. And then Mrs. Moffat started to look at her bag again, but she shouted again, my purse. It's lost. So they started to look at the Richard and Philip again. Where? And Richard and Philip still surprised at the time. And Mr. Moffat called the police. And the police came, and Richard and Philip couldn't answer all of the questions. So they got what is mencurigakan?
Suspicious.
Yeah, they guys looked suspicious. And from that, Richard and Philip drove away to the police station. And then about Chris, he just tried to hide the big secret. And from that also, his parents didn't compare him with the other kids, with the other teenager. I mean, like Richard and Philip again.
Okay.
That's all.
Complete. Alright, now Michelle, question. In your opinion, is comparison always a bad thing to do?
Well, I think it's not that bad because, from my opinion, the parents need to compare the children to the other children who is better than us because from that we guys will get the motivation to be better than before. But the parents also need to know the what's batas? Yeah, the limitation. Because if the parents compare too much, the child will feel jealous, not want to fix their mistake.
Okay. And how important is parenting style?
I think it's very important because if the parenting is good, the children will grow good. If the parenting is bad, the children will grow bad. For example, if you are a child and then your parents, what's mendidik? Educate you straight, you will grow as strict as your parents want. I think parents need to be strict if their children still likes kids because it's hard for the parents to educate the children when they are already bigger because they will don't care about their parents again when they got bigger.
Grow old.
Yeah, when they grow old. So it's hard for the parents to educate them. But if they're still kids, it is easier than when they already grow old.
Okay, so for Chris parents, do you have any suggestion for them? What should they do? For Chris parents.
For Chris parents, I think Chris parents need to advise Chris or just compare, but know the limitation because I think Chris parent is too much because they like to compare Chris for 12 years. I think it's too long. So so Chris will feel like what's you like that. Yeah, like freak there, like that. And then, I think the parents need to give Chris an advice how to be a good kid. For example, like Richard and Philip, not compare that.
Okay, and then the things that Chris did to Richard also create, was that different?
I think it's not good because I think Chris need to think one more time again before doing something because even though he's happy with the result, but in what is merugikan?
It's merugikan. Just make someone else.
Yeah.
Make someone else. It makes someone else got the impact.
Yeah. I think after that, Chris will feel sorry with them.
Okay. So in your opinion, what will happen later?
Maybe from the passage, Chris doesn't care about the
just
Richard.
enjoy the life.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.